Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu Supermarket Suite. I'm John, your game master, storyteller for the evening, and joining me today is William.
Hi, I'm William. That's all there is to say on the matter right now.
Basically. And Holly.
I'm Holly.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'll say it. I'm playing Jeremy.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu. Before we begin, Black Lives Matter, trans rights and human rights, fuck cops. But also, Call of Cthulhu is a game based in horror. It is
You
a game...
missed one.
Oh,
Fuck Activision Blizzard.
There you go. Call of Cthulhu is a game based in horror, which means that some of the subject matter that we may delve into while playing into Call of Cthulhu may be upsetting on a visceral or emotional level. So, while watching such Call of Cthulhu games, it is completely understandable if you need to take a break, step away, or stop watching entirely. That is entirely fair. We do not judge you. Your mental health is important. Theirs isn't. So,
I'm just going to assume you're talking about our characters that are us, not us.
Right.
It would have been funnier if you just said sure.
Yes. So yeah, if you feel at any point in time while watching a game of Call of Cthulhu, particularly one of ours, that you need to step away, please do. We value your mental health more than you suffering through to watch with us. But that being said, we shall begin. It is a balmy 85 degrees outside as a group of individuals are driving north High Tide Parkway, heading towards Highway 70, up the east coast of the United States of America in the middle of North Carolina. They're heading north for reasons which they may or may not explain, which may or may not be relevant. But on their way north, they have seen signs passing all along the interstate. Welcome to Shelley County. Welcome to Allenburg. And more recently, on your next left, the Diamond of Shelley County, the Megamart Macroplex, your one-stop shop for all of life's needs in Allenburg, just off the High Tide Parkway at the intersection with Highway 70, opposite the Big Squid. Bring the kids. And so as this trio of individuals driving in their car, going up the High Tide Parkway, heading towards Highway 70 on their way north for reasons that they may or may not explain in their own time, spot the Big Squid on the right-hand side. They naturally gravitate their gaze to the left, where they see the Megamart Macroplex. Now, the Megamart Macroplex is a supermarket. Don't let that get confused. It is a place where you would go to buy groceries or various other odds and ends, electronic entertainment, hardware, software, mediumware, Christmas lights, decorations, Christmas trees, both real and fake, lawnmowers, gasoline, bread, water, milk, butter, video games, video game consoles, flat screens, big screens, wide screens, thin screens, phones, phone plans, shoes, socks, medicine, drugs, also drugs.
Still can't get a fucking PS5 here.
They have them. Have those too. Anything you could possibly want, you can find at the Megamart Macroplex. It is the size of a mall, and not a small mall, not an evening mall or a national mall. No, it is the size of a state mall, one glutted with corporate backers hoping to make back their investment 1,000-fold off the variety of corporate consumerism that bathes the United States. And so it is massive. Single store. And this large off silver and blue structure draws your eye as you turn off High Tide Parkway into the massive parking lot, find a free space nowhere near the front door, and put your car in park. Who's driving?
Probably me.
Well then, driver, describe yourself and why you're driving what car.
Hi. I look like this.
For the audio listeners.
Oh, God. I did not expect that. I forgot we had audio listeners.
We do.
I'm a 25-year-old white genderqueer, like male at birth, human being. I have long dark brown hair that's dyed red at the tips, and I'm probably wearing any different varieties of graphic tees and wearing a leather biker jacket. Always black jeans, always black shoes, probably a black hat with the red horde symbol on it, just to keep the sun out of my face.
And why are you driving what car?
I'm driving a 2006 Chevy Trailblazer because I'm the person who is most comfortable driving here and owns a car.
There. Who would be in the passenger seat?
I would.
Yep,
All right.
for sure.
Describe
I
yourself.
have motion sickness if I sit in the back.
Ah, got it.
Describe yourself and how you're feeling as you get out opposite the big squid in the Megamart Macroplex parking lot.
I have a burning curiosity to know what the big squid is.
You look over at it. It is a big squid.
Okay, so like an actual big squid, a living squid, or a statue of a squid, or a store that says big squid.
It is something that you could unequivocally describe as a big squid.
I'm gonna hit you. I'm Holly. I look like this.
For the audio
This
listeners.
would be, yes. This would be, I am short. I am 5'1.5", and I have brown hair just past my shoulders. At the time of this, I would probably have like purple or blue tips in my hair, and wearing jeans, black boots, and probably some sort of shirt that insinuates that I enjoy murdering things.
Right, a murder shirt aficionado, or a murder aficionado shirt. And finally, someone.
Yeah, I'm sorry if my quirks come off as serial killery shirt.
Yes, yeah, with the little bunny with the
Oh,
knife
that's
and jelly.
Someone, for some reason, is passed out in the back seat, groggily waking up as the car comes to a stop much earlier than anticipated.
Sounds about right.
Seatbelt half askew because fuck road safety. Go ahead and describe yourself, Jeremy, and what you intend to do immediately after getting out of this car.
So I am 44-year-old white male, 5'11". If you want to see what I look like, savvy marketing. You can go to my Twitter account at JThomas410mania, and my avatar is what I look like.
It is on the overlay as well.
As our literal camera feeds.
Again, for the audio
Oh,
listeners.
that's not going to get old throughout the next 2 weeks at all. I'm seriously. And probably, definitely not wearing it if we're I mean, in the sound. But probably has draped over him since I was asleep. A trench coat. Yeah, wearing some variation on. Actually, it is probably a Summer's Brother t-shirt.
There you
go. And just so slowly, hey, where the fuck are we?
Pit stop, random market.
Oh, good.
Apparently Megamart.
Whatever the fuck that means.
That definitely sounds like a thing.
We've been seeing signs for it for a while.
Yep, it's too bad Austin has the kids right now. Otherwise, you could have actually brought the kids like they requested.
Yep, but they are not coming to. Sorry, I forgot where we were going.
New York Comic-Con?
Comic-Con. Yeah, but they're not coming to Comic-Con.
No, that'd be a bad plan.
Is that a fucking squid?
It's a big squid. It's literally just described as the big squid.
I've seen weirder logos, but okay.
So as you step out, marveling at what you can only describe as a big squid, your attention is all turned to the Megamart Macroplex, a large silver-sided building with reflective glass and big blue lettering with welcoming signs saying, "Please come in, spend your money with us." You see crowds of people wandering in, out of the parking lot, closing doors, locking doors, yelling at each other, screaming, "It's the South." As they gather their families, loved ones, individuals, hookers, and move into the Megamart Macro. You join the squall, the thrall, the crowd, the throng, on its way into the store. It's a fairly busy day, as far as you can tell, having never been here before and only getting here for your first time ever. But there's plenty of space. No one crowds in on you. No one gets in your way. There's plenty of doors and entrances, and when it seems like there's too many people for one entrance to fill, they shift over and pour into another one, as simultaneously there are crowds of people coming out with bags laden with good old American commercialism. At the door, there is a sign. That sign says, "No smoking on the premises." Next to the sign is someone smoking on the premises.
As a smoker, that fits.
You go in the door, and there are a variety of things that first assail your eyes. You seem to be entering in on the electronics side of the mall, or Megamart Macroplex. To the left and right, there are massive and small screens, all displaying a variety of electronic entertainment. Some of them showing TV, some of them showing movies. One of them has Disney Plus because some poor soul decided to put his Disney Plus subscription on public display. They have a very interesting taste. As the whoever is currently making a selection passes by first, a couple of the Marvel movies, and then just a skew of the Mickey Mouse children's shows, and then some Marvel TV shows. Before settling on
that sounds like Holly's Disney Plus, to be perfectly honest.
Before settling on one of the variety of live TV shows currently available on Disney Plus, which you can subscribe to if you go to disneyplus.com. Remember, this show is about commercialism. which is distinct from capitalism in that it's not just about money, it's about selling you things. So, but you enter in. What is your first objective here in the Megamart Macroplex?
Probably drinks and snacks.
Food.
Nicotine.
Drinks, snacks, nicotine. As you head in, the first thing you find is a digital kiosk. It is it's one of the tall, person-sized touchscreen devices. As you approach it, there's the little camera in the top flashes a little bit red, and the screen flicks to a tall blue semi-transparent screen that welcomes you to the Macroplex and then offers you a variety of options for your guidance and navigation needs. One of them you press is a map of the store, which pops up and along the entire length of the kiosk shows you not only the map of the store, but also where you are and the various sections of the Macroplex. You are currently in the southernmost section, which is the electronics department. There is a food court in the central area of the mall. And if you're looking for drugs, that'll be on the western side of the mall. Presumably, where it says drugs, you can get nicotine.
Fair enough.
Presumably, in the food court, you can get food and drinks.
Just literally just say drugs.
No, it's RX.
Okay.
But when you read it, you know drugs. In addition to that, there is a small little, looks like a coin-operated vending slot on the left-hand side of the navigation kiosk, which has a coin and also a card slider, because why limit the ways you can give them money? That says navigational assistant available, only $5.
Do we really need a navigational assistant to just walk a fucking mall?
I mean, it's probably
a big ass mall, but
now we're probably good.
We're fine. I'm used to getting lost. I always find my way out.
Yeah, like there's, if nothing else, there's the doors. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. I'll text you guys when I'm.
Yep. Man, it's very rare that we get to hang out. I think last time was like Wizard World Portland outside of, our online streams.
Other than the streams, yeah.
I was not there, so.
And you were not there.
Yeah. Shame John couldn't come out with us.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably at home busy with kids, the bastard.
Anyway, let's go get food.
So, you split off. Two of you daring the central avenues of the Megamart Macroplex to get to the food court. One of you daring to go solo, heading towards the drugs.
Listen, I know I'm going to be the first who died. You have to make it so obvious.
I don't know what you're talking about. So,
I'm gonna laugh. He did say we could get anything here, so I'm gonna laugh. I'll go over there. There's just gonna be like a heroin aisle.
Make me, Jeremy.
Yes.
Get the first roll tonight. Aren't you happy?
Why would you do that to us?
Because it's fun. Make me a. Let's see. Make me a navigate roll.
Did any of us actually put points in navigate?
Is navigate a skill?
Yes, it is.
It is. I did not put points in navigate because I didn't think we were gonna be on a boat.
Oh, there it is.
All three of us have a 10% chance of making any navigate rolls.
Navigates for more than just being on a boat. Let me adjust this really quick so that the chat is more accurately displayed. There we go. All right, so an 81 is a failure to navigate.
Yes, it is.
So you begin wandering in the direction, thinking, who needs a navigational aid for a mall, right? You wander off, heading towards the drugs.
It's not going to stop being funny either.
And expecting to, follow the path as you do, the first thing that draws your attention as you go is that the mall very rapidly becomes very vertical. As you sort of step away from the initial kiosk display area, hook a left and follow the crowd, you notice that several people are sort of breaking off left and right in this crowd of individuals as you're walking towards the west side. The left side. And, riding escalators and elevators up. They seem to be going, as you sort of follow them with your eyes casually, just sort of letting yourself get lost in the crowd and the sea of individuals none of whom are wearing masks. It's a really bad health hazard safety. Hopefully they all have their vaccines. You notice that this mall seems to be like 4 stories tall. And like mall stories, so they're big, it's like, because the ceiling in the mall is, 25 feet up in the air, something like that,
Right.
maybe 30. Because you have to have all that room for commercialism. So it's a pretty high. It's just watching up, and there's a lovely glass latticed ceiling that's letting in plenty of daylight. A few banners here, celebrating so and so and such a sale. There's a Coca-Cola with coffee, like stand up that you walk past. With a little, automated reader on the side of it, so you can just slide a card and get yourself a can, if you so desired. And you keep walking and walking. The venues change. You go from the electronics department to clothes. You eventually go from clothes to sporting goods. You eventually go from sporting goods back. You go from sporting goods to books. You reach the booksellers and the the booksellers and the bookstores. You go from booksellers and bookstores to the movie. You find a movie theater. There's a movie theater in here. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? It's the Megapark Macroplex IMAX 3D movie theater.
Okay.
You continue on. You start thinking back. Wait, no. No, the drugs would be before the movie theater, because the movie theater's on the north end. So you would have been electronics, clothes, books, drugs, movie theater. So you missed something somewhere. I feel like, because you're at the theater. There should have been an RX place somewhere over there.
I mean, that is legitimately something that has happened to me before. So, all right. Well, shit. Turn around.
Turn around. There's
Start
a
heading back the
navigational
other way.
kiosk right over there if you want to go check it.
Yeah, I'll go take a look.
Yeah, you go over there and take a look. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up the map. Now you know what you did. No, it's second floor. You were on the first floor. You should have gone up.
Okay.
You didn't. Yeah, it's just a little bit. The navigational assistant is still there on the side for $5 if you want to get one.
Fuck that noise.
Okay. So you want heading up to the escalators.
Yep.
Meanwhile, William and Holly. Give me navigation checks.
To me, Dan.
Yep.
I mean, at least you failed less miserably than I did.
All right. With 2 more failures on the books, you begin heading towards
if you ask for navigation rolls, they're all going to be failures.
Hey, that's
We're
fine by
never
me.
getting out of here.
There is a navigational assistant you can buy for just $5. You head down sort of the central avenue where Jeremy headed sort of left and heading to the west. You follow the crowd centrally because the food court center of the mall, which means you just have to go middle, and you follow the crowd. There are a variety of people, all looking like they are equally hungry and looking for food too. So you figure, so long as you keep going, you'll eventually find them. You see sort of an extension of all of the various different aspects of the mall as you head towards the centralized location. Like everything sort of from their various side pockets sort of branch out into the middle and coalesce into sort of a gazebo of commercialism, where you get a little bits of everything all around you in a sort of circle of information and visibility. There are apparently a number of sales happening right now. In fact, it seems like you sort of see a banner over there, and it's like the 1 year anniversary opening sale. There are but what you can tell are the Macroplex employees sort of wandering around handing out free samples and flyers and informational brochures. The Macroplex employees are all wearing these very sort of black slacks, fitted black work shoes with a sort of a off blue collared short sleeve shirt with little with a little yellowish green name badge. It says Metro. Macroplex. And has their name on it with a little smiley face. Some of them are wearing hats that have the branding on them. Some of them have lanyards that have other branding on, but they're all sort of like handing out things. As you pass by, one offers you like it's some sort of like a snack cup with some meat in it and a stick shoved through it. The sign next to them says squid samples.
I'm good.
I'll take some. I like squid.
You take some. Yeah, it's a little bit of squid in a cup with a stick. You can grab it, chew it. You eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, delicious. It's very well cooked. But, I want to find out where that food place is now. On the side of the cup, it just says little squid. But you continue on, following the path. Eventually, you find yourselves at the movie theater. The Macroplex IMAX, 3D. And you start thinking to yourselves, well, hang on, no, the movie theater was on the north end. We came in from the south end. You must have passed the food court at some point.
How the fuck do you miss a food court? It's a giant open area.
Isn't it supposed to be in the middle?
There's just so much chaos and information and things at the moment. You do see a navigational kiosk just off to your right, though.
Sure, let's go check that.
You head over to the kiosk, pull out the map. Yeah, you're at the theater. The food court is over there. The $5.
I look from the kiosk and I see where it should open up for the food court.
Yeah, no, you can see it. In fact, you could if you look now, you can actually see the that's what you did. It's on the second floor. You see the sign. It's up one level.
Why the fuck do you put the food court on the second floor?
They want to confuse people.
That's what it was. The navigational unit is still on the side of the kiosk for $5 if you want one.
This place is really fucking big, and we're gonna get lost looking for everything.
Let's just get one of these things.
Yeah, sure. I pull out a 5 and put it in.
Pull a 5, put it in. It dispenses this little, wristband. It looks almost like a Fitbit, really. It has like some of the Macroplex branding on the side of it.
You want it?
Sure. I'll take it.
You take it, pick it up. Looks like a Fitbit. Put it on your wrist.
Can I put it on? Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
As you put it on your wrist, you feel like a slight tingling sensation, just like a little bit of, and then it stops.
Static.
Yeah, a little bit of static. You look at it, and the sort of like the front like top of it has like this sort of glowing blue line that's just sort of like pulsing on it, kind of inviting you to sort of tap it.
Cautiously tap it.
You tap it. There's a and there's just like this little it's you've seen this before. There's a thing called a circuit, which is like a bracelet that does like light scanning onto your arm that you can like interface with just by touching it, and like scans a keyboard onto your arm. This thing does that same thing, but it's scanning a map onto the back of your forearm. So you have this digital readout of the map on the back of your forearm being projected from this bracelet, and it sort of has a "you are here," and you can and there are little options and buttons you can toggle to nav to your desired location.
Holds up forearm to William.
Oh shit! I saw a bunch of those like fucking things like advertised, like the Secret or whatever it was called, but it never got completed, as far as I remember.
Well,
Someone took the
Apparently
technology.
they did.
All right. Do you tap it and go?
yeah.
All right, cool. So long as you have this navigational unit on you, your score in navigate becomes a 50.
Yes.
You can feel free to edit that. You now have a 50-50 shot of getting wherever you're going. So now, with the new navigational aid on your wrist, go ahead and be another navigate once you've adjusted that. Meanwhile, look, a success. Jeremy, you've headed up to the second floor.
Yep.
Roll me a luck roll.
Really?
Yeah.
The only system where I can't roll below an 80.
I love the idea that like luck roll as a meta commentary of your ability to roll dice being perpetuated by rolling dice.
Right?
It's really nice.
Fucking self
You get to the
prophecy bullshit.
You get to the escalator heading up to the second floor, and it's out of order. There's a sign just sort of propped up.
Of course it is.
There's a sign propped up next to it. It just says elevator is temporarily stairs.
I mean, escalator.
Or sorry, escalator is temporarily stairs. And then underneath that, like in Sharpie, is R.I.P. Mitch Hedberg.
So to be clear, is it out of order or is it just currently you can only walk up it? Because those are two separate things.
You can only walk up it.
Okay. Well, I will walk up it then.
Escalator out of order is usually like there's a structural integrity thing, and we don't want people walking on this
Exactly.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Or we don't know if it's going to start up at any random moment.
Yeah.
Because
Give me a Constitution check.
hey,
Hard success. Seems like your smoker's lung isn't impacting your ability to go up this escalator as you power walk your way up like the fittest of 80-year-olds. Eventually getting to the top of the second floor, where there is indeed, finally, drugs. You look off to the right-hand side, you see an RX, you see a counter where you can buy cigarettes and doing tobacco
finally.
and a variety of different things that would be considered drugs at your local supermarket.
So really quick, I just sent a text to the group text thread. This mall is dumb and I hate it.
You all get this.
Just send back. I agree.
As I go to buy my drugs.
I will send one that says I have one of those navigator things now.
Cool. Thumbs up emoji.
All right. Meanwhile, so
The
you
food court is on the second floor for some reason.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, no, that's not a thing to you.
Normally, food courts are on the ground floor where there's all the space.
And people.
And Portland's weird. Legitimately, the two malls that I spent the most time at, the food courts are second floor and top floor, which is third floor here in Portland. So
Mall of
That's
Georgia,
weird.
the Mall of Georgia also has a second floor to their food court.
It does, but it's also on the ground floor too.
yeah, no, these are only second floor. Granted,
Like
for both, there's for one of them, it's literally like the main entryway. You just walk in, and there's the escalator straight up to the food court, so it might as well be first floor. But
Yeah, there are a couple of different food places right up the escalators in the food court.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's not like sit down food court. That's more like pretzels or boba or something like that.
Cookie cakes.
Yeah, that's not like sit down and have a meal kind of food court.
But you get up to the second floor successfully with your navigation application, and you find the food court. There's all basically any like you're looking around, and this is this massive sort of suspended secondary like second floor platform with glass flooring, so you can see people milling around below you, like or at least see through flooring, not necessarily fully glass. Of more than enough seating for everybody that's currently in the food court, and just the walls are lined all manner of fast food and confection. What would you like to eat?
Is there a sushi place?
There is. Right over
I
there.
go to the sushi place.
You go over to the Macroplex Sushi Bar. William?
I will walk over to the probably literally adjacent McDonald's.
No, it's not adjacent. It's there's a long-standing rivalry between the Macroplex Sushi Bar and the McDonald's, so they have to have the Burger King in the middle for mediation purposes.
Oh, well, then I'll go to the Burger King in the middle for mediation
Well,
purposes.
you got the Burger King in the middle for mediation purposes.
Better anyway.
There you go, the Burger King. You get yourself some food. Holly, you get yourself some delicious sushi. And find yourselves a seat. Do you sit in the middle of the food court or on the edge?
I usually like to find a place off by itself.
Yeah.
You sit on the edge. Over by a rail, looks down, sort of see the milling masses below. Near the bathroom, it's within sight. Yeah, a line of people getting ready to go into it. One squad of girls in at one time. One lone guy was walking towards it, but then he saw the squad of girls going in there, and he didn't want to be that guy that looks like he's just following the girls in the bathroom, so he turns around to go find a different one. Did you eat your food? Did you have any conversation over the food?
I mean, probably a little, just
like random daily
Random
conversation.
talking.
Yeah.
A little back and forth. Jeremy, you have nicotine.
yay!
It was cheap. It was only $30 for a 12-pack.
Curtain
Yeah, carton. That's it.
of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay. No, that I absolutely get that.
Yeah.
Yes, no. They come in cartons, which is 10.
Yeah. I used to work in stores that sell them. I just forget names and numbers.
Yeah, so legit.
I just know that 30 is cheap for a carton. Because here they're 60
is-
normal.
30 is ridiculously cheap for a carton.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I haven't bought by the carton in a long time at this point, but it's just about 10 a pack here. So yeah, this mall no longer sucks. Where are you guys?
food court.
Where's that?
Up.
Second floor, dead center of the mall.
Oh, okay. Second floor already, so I'll find you.
You cross the bridge.
I will not find them.
It's not hard to find the food court once you're on the second floor. It's just when you're crossing underneath it that you sort of easily miss it.
I thought that was where the sanity rolls were going to start kicking in because
Save those for special occasions.
okay,
Which
fair.
is a lie compared to the past time I played it. But anyways, you navigate across to the central area, find Holly and William sitting there. William in the middle of eating a kinged burger, Holly in the middle of shoving sushi into her face.
I will just do a quick catch attention to wave and then go to the mall-sized Chinese.
You can easily find it.
Cool.
You order yourself some Chinese food. Join the others. Very quick, very quick service on the fast food. You sit down, and the three of you enjoy your food. While you're in the middle of enjoying the food, Holly, your navigation assistant beeps.
Look at it.
Bing, 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 bing. You look at it. There's the map's now on your arm as you raise your arm up. Jeremy, you're seeing this for the first time. Looks at it. There is there's like an event alert happening over in the sundries department.
If I press it, does it do anything?
You press it and it sort of provides you a navigation to it.
Doesn't explain what it is.
It just says event.
Apparently there's an event.
Do we give a hell?
I
said it like that, but do we?
You see a few other people sort of get this notification in the food court, and they all sort of look at it, tap, ooh, and just start heading that way. Several of them just sort of leaving their food on the tables.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's not like an oh we must go like sort of zombified way. It's in a ooh exciting something cool I'm heading that way now kind of fashion.
Yeah, but there wasn't any more description for them probably as there was for us.
The thing is, even assuming that was going to be the case, I was still going to say this, which is, do you want to go see what the cult's up to? I mean,
do we have anything else to do before we head out?
Not hugely.
I've got food. I got drink.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's fine.
Got a ways to go before I actually need to stop at a gas station. So, see what the fuss is about before we head out.
Yeah.
We're not being part of the cult following. Yes, we're just observing
God,
them.
no.
Okay.
I am not a joiner.
I could care less whatever shit they're selling right now. I've got what I need. I'm ready to go.
I'm sometimes a joiner, but I'm always self-aware.
Fair.
So you follow over to the sundries. Go ahead and make me a navigation check. Whichever one of you wants to.
Holly being the one who actually has the chance to, but no. Do you want to spend your luck to make that work?
You can spend your luck. You can spend your luck by basically decreasing your luck score to increase or to decrease the amount that you rolled. You would have to reduce your luck by...
I really don't want
21.
to. I feel like I'm going to need it later. I really don't want to do it yet.
Okay.
That was an interesting roll, Jeremy.
Yeah. No, I think my default is to highlight shit, and I think I had stuff highlighted when I accidentally clicked bonus penalty. That probably screwed things up.
So yeah, you start navigating, heading towards what you think is the sundries department. Somehow, at some point, and none of you really noticed it, you end up on the third floor. On a third floor walkover, looking down at a crowd of people. Weird. I don't remember getting on the third.
How did we get up here?
We go up an elevator, escalator,
I don't remember walking upstairs.
No.
something aider. Well, you don't walk up an elevator. It kind of just takes you somewhere when you step on it.
I also don't remember
True.
standing in a glass box for any period of time.
They're not all glass boxes.
I mean, maybe it's one of those situations where it actually is just elevated ramp, but I don't remember that either. But then I guess I wasn't paying
Black magic,
ADD
maybe.
brain.
But you do notice that below you, 2 floors, there's a crowd. Seem to be gathering for the event. You're pretty certain you're at the right spot. You're sort of 2 floors higher than you expected to be. And you see down there's some sort of like you would say game show happening, because there's definitely like there's a camera crew on a couple of different moving pedestals. There's like obviously a game show host wearing a black pinstripe suit with greased hair slicked back, a red silk shirt underneath it with a long black tie. Just sort of like corralling a few people into a particular area where they seem to have pedestals and shopping carts. Welcome, everybody, to our semi-weekly edition of Supermarket Sweep. And the crowd starts cheering and chanting, and there's some sort of music playing in the background. The camera pans across the crowd, looks up, you guys get seen, it comes back down, you know. And there's a thing happening down there. It seems like there's some sort of event or game show where the people down on the first floor are going to be each given a cart and an amount of time to basically race around the mall, filling it up to a specific target but not going above. And if they manage to hit that target within the time limit without going above, they get to keep whatever's in. And if they don't, then they lose. This would be the gist of what you're seeing as they sort of going through the rules and going.
The Price is Right for shopping.
Kind of.
It's a game show network show.
Yeah. And there's this general air of excitement down on the first floor. And he's listening and going like, "All right, shoppers, ready our engines, and remember, you have to be quick to survive Supermarket Sweep. Let's go!" And they take off.
That's
Weird
ominous
wording
wording.
for Supermarket sweepstakes. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen a lot of it, but
I'm just gonna say that's some really fucking ominous wording.
And they fucking bolt with those
it
cards.
raises the stakes, or it yeah.
You're saying like survival should not be on the line for a fucking game show.
It's just,
It's marketing speak.
it's just him being flashy.
It's the same way that typically, ideally, hopefully, when your motivational speakers tell you to have a killer instinct, you don't actually have a killer instinct.
Unlike what, police motivational speakers?
Something. I just look around really quickly to make sure that there's no cops in the vicinity before I say, yeah, basically.
Make a luck roll.
Oh, God damn it. Why?
Next, we bail William out of jail.
You look around really quick, go, "Yeah, basically." And as the basically leaves your mouth, you realize you're looking over William's shoulder at a mall cop 30 feet away.
Mall cop, totally different thing.
Yeah, mall cop different than police.
Is he on a Segway?
Oh, absolutely. He's on a Segway. He's on a Segway with a cup holder on one side and a bag of chips on the other. Not even paying attention. He's watching the supermarket go. He's watching the supermarket sweep go.
We've seen what the fuss is about. Do we get the fuck out of here now?
I mean, yeah. I have no interest in. I can watch this shit on TV from a better angle.
Yeah.
Also, I don't generally watch it, so.
Oh, let's get back on the road. We got a convention to get to.
Yep.
Do we need anything else before we go?
I just needed food. Anyone?
Charger, cigarette. My charger's
got
fine.
food.
Cigarettes. No, I'm good.
Make a navigation check. Make it with the verbose roll option selected, please.
Where is that?
Up at the top of the character sheet. There's roll options: regular, hard, extreme, verbose.
There it is.
Only 2 to make it a regular success.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 luck on that.
All right, you reduce your luck by 2. Anyone else rolling?
We have 10s.
Okay.
I'll roll. I mean, we're as a group, so hopefully, you never know. Let's get some of my bad rolls out.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I literally could not spend enough of my luck
Neither could
to
I.
get that down to where it needs to be. If I had double my luck, I still couldn't.
All right. You begin to navigate. Colleen, you're sort of following you're following the arrow on your arm, looking up to make sure you're not getting going to run into anybody. I need all of you to make me a dexterity roll.
Okay, I'm better at these in theory.
Again,
Yay,
with
an
the
actual
verbose,
success.
again with the verbose option.
With verbose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it need to be in verbose?
I mean, a 90 doesn't hit any of the other options. That's fine.
Okay.
So you're walking. You're heading down the heading towards what the navigation app seems to indicate as an exit, and you sort of all three of you hear just the spinning of wheels behind you. William, you sort of instinctively put 3 and 4 together and step to the side. Jeremy, you sort of turn. Jeremy, you and Holly just sort of turn to look at the sound, and Holly, you just get clipped by one of these people with a cart laden with crap that just bursts by you. Jeremy, you sort of catch Holly as she stumbles into you. Holly, you do take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As this cart just ting clips into you as they run past.
Mother.
I'm fine.
Yeah, let's get out of here before this gets more violent, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. The fuck?
Ow.
Make a that's what it is. Make a spot hidden roll, all of you.
Okay, I actually put points in that. That doesn't mean it's a good.
I can spend all my luck and not make that a success. Hey! With the lowest chance, Holly got the extreme success.
So yeah, with a 96 and a 93, William and Jeremy, you just sort of you're looking for that exit. Holly, you notice on the floor, like sort of in the path that roller went past, there's something on the floor. Not like a skid mark or anything. It's not like that, that black of like the rubber burning off the wheel. It's like a liquid.
What color liquid?
You look at it, looks like ketchup maybe.
Like ketchup or blood? Because that is where my train of thought would go.
Maybe blood. You'd have to get closer to it. Like it's sort of like on a line, just a little bit further ahead of you.
I'm gonna get closer to it and look at it.
Make a medicine roll.
Yeah, I don't have this.
Actually, sorry, not medicine. It would have been first aid.
I got so lucky.
Yeah, no, that's blood. That's blood.
Is it your blood? Did you get knocked open or?
Oh no, you're not bleeding, but it's like a. It looks kind of like, you know how when you roll over something in a cart and like it flaps every couple of times. So it's not like a constant sound when something gets stuck in a wheel, but it's like every few rotations. You sort of look down and follow it up, and it's like something was rotating around the wheel and leaving bits of like sort of a line.
How much blood is there?
Not a lot. Well, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Okay.
You wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't so well. But it's like just like a little thin line of blood.
Never ketchup, and it's never a mannequin.
Or it's always a mannequin filled with ketchup.
I mean, one of them could have like run over a mouse or something.
I mean, what it shows is that they're not paying any fucking attention to where they're going. So
What
Let's
the
get out of
fuck?
here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
This place is really weird.
You follow your navigation app. And after a few moments, you find yourselves at a sporting goods store called King of the Hill. It's on the 4th floor.
Big on propane.
How did we get to the 1st floor?
We're following the navigation app. You're pretty certain it was taking you to the 1st floor.
Wait, did we say we are on the
This-
1st floor or 4th floor?
We went up another floor.
Does someone else want to wear this thing? Because I just realized, why did you give this to me? I have gremlins.
That's fair. Well, first off, let's just try and get the fuck down the stairs without it. Let's see if we can just get to the 1st floor without it.
Okay. So if you take
Where's the escalator? I mean,
look
Literal
around.
fucking stairs.
You look around. You don't see any stairs. You don't see any escalators immediately where you're at. You do see a person wandering by with a moose head on.
Like a hat?
No, like a moose head.
like
What?
a costume moose head?
Make a nature
Or a
roll.
literal fucking severed head.
Make a nature roll.
Okay.
The natural world, you mean?
Yeah, natural roll. That's it.
Nope.
Oh no.
Holly, William, that's a costume piece. Jeremy, that's a fucking moose's head. Jeremy, roll me a sanity roll. Make a sanity check.
Okay.
Now roll me a d8. Okay.
Oh.
You only lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
As you realize that this for a second you think he's like is a person with a moose's head, like not a human wearing a moose's head, but like a person, human body moose head. And then you see the blood dripping down his shoulder, and you're like, oh no, it's not a person. It's just a person wearing a severed moose's head.
Guys,
He walks into the hunting supply store.
let's go right now. Let's
Yeah,
find the
I've been trying to
nearest
find the way down.
fucking escalator and get down as rapidly as humanly possible.
Okay.
Because I think there's about to be a major crime that goes on in that store.
Let's get the
And
fuck away
I
from
don't
it
want to
then.
catch a random bullet.
Let's get the fuck away from here then.
Okay.
You
As we're
You have
screaming along-
reassured me. I'm totally calm now.
Yeah. That was a fucking actual moose head.
Where did he find a moose?
Is that really the question to be asking
Yes, we're
right
on the 4th floor. We are on the 4th floor.
We're in the middle of fucking
Mega
South
Mart.
Carolina.
now? Is that
North
the-
Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, whatever.
Where did he find a
Is
moose?
discussion of immigration patterns of local fucking fauna the concern? There's a man wearing a moose head walking into a place where the guns are.
Well, yeah, I mean, people are crazy, but where did he find a moose?
Like, Florida man wearing moose head is a thing that I would buy as a headline, but what the fuck?
Should we let someone know that works here?
I think we should get the fuck out of here before we get run over by a guy with a fucking cart or a moose man with a gun.
Run over by a
To
moose
be fair,
with a
I
gun.
don't believe Jeremy said he had a gun.
No, we went into the hunting
You
supply
went into
store.
the gun store.
I'm gonna assume those things aren't loaded.
No, but the ammo's also in the gun store.
It's really hard to load it when you're wearing a moose head. I'm just saying.
Fair. Look, if we see a mall employee on the way out, we will let them know. But for
It's only
now,
right.
I just don't want to get killed by a man wearing a fucking moose's head.
So you find an escalator. It's going down. You get onto it. You let it take you down. As it takes you down, all of you sort of like can see that you're like there's a big. You're at a point where you can see out the big wall of windows that sort of was the reflective silver exterior from the outside, and you have like just a straight, clear, completely uninterrupted line on the big squid.
Well, we parked on that side of the building, so.
Yep.
All of you make a sanity roll.
Hard success.
What did I just do?
Good question.
Oh, I did it again.
Oops, you did it again.
Really? This is why I should not be the one with the technology. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hang
you
on.
have to have a value on both sides of the sanity meter in order
Oh.
for it to roll.
Well, it didn't do that for me, and I don't. Okay.
Oh, yes, this is the problem.
Yeah, your sanity is a gauge, as is your hit points and.
Thanks.
I rolled that for you. You want to roll it again if the DM will let you. I clicked that. I clicked that. You did not.
Sure, go ahead, roll it again.
I was gonna say it's gonna be worse.
Roll me a d8.
How do I roll a d8 on this?
Just type /roll a d8. /roll space 1d8.
Oh, I was just gonna go over to this little thing where I
The
can
little
roll a
thing
d8.
works
That
too.
too. Yeah.
2.
You're sort of staring at the big squid. Your mind defying any sort of reasonable explanation of what the big squid is. Refusing to accept that it is something you can only describe as a big squid. Your sanity goes down by 2. And you also notice that...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to roll that. I meant to make my sanity go down.
You also notice that there seems to be people, like a mass of people, coming out around the big squid, heading towards them. And you only notice them mainly because they're all wearing like the same outfit. It's hard to describe, but it's. Have you ever seen the movie Midsummer?
Oh,
You know what?
he's good.
You know, you know what? You know what? Sort of a traditional like maypole like festival thing looks like, and where people have the flower
yeah.
crowns and light linen out, and like very light white linen outfits. They're all wearing that. They're all wearing like a light white linen outfit and flower crowns, and they are all Aryan blonde.
Do we see this too?
You guys are mostly just sort of you looked at the squid and just sort of turned back to look down
Okay.
the escalator.
Guys.
Huh?
I will like point towards that direction.
And you pass just below the window on the escalator.
I missed it. What?
Big squid, huge crowd of people coming out of there, headed here. They're all wearing flower crowns and like white outfits.
I think the actual cult is coming to town,
There
apparently.
there is a beat that passes, and then I'm like, nope, and I turn around and I start walking up the fucking escalator.
Why?
I am not going to be burned inside a fucking bear.
What?
Okay, well, we need to work on getting out of here. Going up isn't going to help anything.
Oh,
Don't be that horror movie trope.
I mean, that there's a couple horror movie tropes here. One is going toward the creepy cult. One is going up the stairs.
Yeah, but there are other people down there that we can use as shields and obstacles.
Also, the other one is going towards the guy with the moose hat that just walked into a gun store.
You do see the
Okay.
mall cop on his Segway
2-1.
rolling towards the hunting store.
The mall cop just went towards the hunting store. We should be going away from it.
Somebody is not leaving that hunting store, and I'm not sure which. Okay, point 2-1. Yeah, down. We can go out the side door or something. I don't know.
You eventually get off the escalator. You take a right, heading towards what you remember to be another escalator. And as you continue on, you pass by a sign. The sign says, "Get your drugs here."
What floor are we on?
3rd floor.
Is this the same place that I had passed previously?
No, the other one looked like it. The other one said, "Here's." No, the other one was like a proper RX
Like
pharmacy.
an RX, like a pharmacy.
No, this is just a banner over a single door in the wall that says, "Get your drugs here."
Keep on going. That's great.
Down.
Are there people getting the drugs?
Not at the moment. Just a single closed door.
Keep on going.
Pass by.
What kind of...
If
I'm
it,
just gonna say it. You don't get that weird shit. I know we're the weird city, but you don't get that weird shit when you come to Portland.
To be fair, I haven't been around North Carolina enough to know, like, what's crazy here.
eventually, the group of you find yourselves in a furniture warehouse, like a furniture showcase. Very IKEA. There's like a guided yellow path that leads you through a variety of mock-ups of in-home furniture.
Like in it or by it?
In it, you're in this walkthrough. Like you were heading towards what you were pretty certain was an escalator, and before you could get there, there's just this sort of circuitous route through a furniture display section.
Cool. Navigate around this real quick.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
keep
Yep.
moving.
I'm keeping an eye out for any kind of weird people.
Make a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Sure.
I can try that. I mean, I can certainly click the button. Nope. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. As the tentacles slowly climb or circle.
So Holly and Jeremy, you don't see you're keeping an eye out, moving around. You don't see anybody. William, you do see what you appreciate as a Macro Mart employee. If you sort of like you sort of see them sort of just ahead of you, moving around a corner. You see the black slacks, black shoes, off blue shirt, as they sort of step around the corner ahead of you.
Hey.
You
I
head
say
after
to
them.
them as they walk.
You head after them.
No, I just try and get their attention. If they don't get their attention, then whatever. But
I mean, they're just around the corner.
I'm looking for the way down. Is the way down around that corner?
It's the way through.
Yeah, fuck it.
You go around the corner.
Yeah.
And you go around the corner. They're leaving the other two behind for just a second, not too far. They're still in sight. You sort of round the corner. You see this individual with black slacks, black shoes, off blue shirt. Just looking at the back of their head.
Hey, which way is the ground floor entrance?
They're not responding. Sort of standing,
Yeah.
sort of standing like right in front of a display.
You busy?
No reaction.
Cool. On a phone call or something. All right. I go back to the rest of the group.
A sanity check. You go on a phone call or something because you notice that there's a phone in their hand, and then you're sort of looking at the hand, weirdly articulated. Like they're not holding a phone like this. They're holding the phone like this, as if their pinky is a thumb. And as you follow that up the arm, you realize this is a mannequin. Roll me a d8.
Two.
You definitely saw an employee walk around the corner, and when you came around the corner, there was a mannequin with a fucked up hand holding a phone. Your sanity drops by 2.
Still the most sane person in the group.
Yep.
So I walk back around to the group. Okay, that was the weirdest fucking magic trick, or I'm losing my mind, but we need to get the fuck out of here.
Huh?
I'm pretty certain I saw an employee walk around the corner, and then when I walked around the corner, there was a mannequin dressed like an employee holding a phone the weirdest fucking way. So either I'm losing my mind, or it was a really good magic trick, but either way, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yes.
All 3 of you here. Welcome to the Macroplex. How may I be of assistance?
Where's that coming from?
Pretty sure the answer is behind us.
Like you turn, because it sounds like it's right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Turn and look. Everyone make a sanity roll.
Mm.
Success.
It's all good.
You turn and look. Nothing there. Around, there's no speakers, there's no employees. No idea where that came from.
The fuck?
So I'm really close to finding the window and jumping out at this point.
We are still on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just stating a fact.
I'm going to become more serious about it once we hit the 2nd floor.
Next escalator.
Say.
Next
Yeah,
escalator.
Let's at least make it to the 2nd floor before we start jumping out windows.
You get through the staging area for all this furniture,
Mm-hmm.
and you look out. The windows are gone. You're pretty certain this building is like wall-to-wall window, basically. But that's just a flat, like, off beige colored wall.
Seeing the force heard my plan.
You're still on the 3rd floor.
Putting a pin in that escalator.
You look up, just sort of instinctively. The latticed ceiling is still there. You can still see through the sort of the eggshell glass ceiling. You don't remember it being night, though.
What time of day was it when we got here?
2.
By the way, have we seen anyone else?
Not since you
Like
entered
any
the,
other shoppers?
Not since you entered the furniture section.
This is fucking weird. Where are the stairs?
Around. Escalator over there.
Where are the
Sweet.
windows?
I'm questioning one thing at a time right
real
now.
hard not to think about that right now. I don't think there's much we can do about it. So the sooner we can get to the first floor, the sooner we can at least, I don't know, start bashing through the wall.
Take the escalator down.
You head over to the escalator. And you begin to start taking it down. But at the bottom of the escalator, coming up, even though the escalator is going down, you see a man wearing a moose head riding a Segway up the escalator.
At us.
At you. And that's where we're going to take our break. So if you're watching on Twitch, please stay tuned for after the break. And also remember, when we take our break, you take your breaks. So get up, stretch your legs, look out for men wearing moose heads on Segways, and feed yourself, use the bathroom, whatever you need, and we'll be back in just a few. Oh, and also stay tuned for these commercial messages. We're back. A dinosaur story. So, yeah, it's gonna be that. So, there's a tracker here. Everyone, go ahead and let's roll some initiative.
How does one do that in Call of Cthulhu?
There is an initiative button. Go into the combat tab of your character sheet. But largely, it's your dexterity mod.
I was going to
Dexterity.
say,
It's a
yeah,
dexterity
it
roll.
just says dexterity.
None of us have tokens, so
All right. There will be some.
How do you make that sound ominous?
No. It's a skill.
John's good at making everything sound ominous.
Or sexual. One of the two. Or ominously sexual.
I was gonna say.
I appreciate how all of us have better initiative than an uncaring universe.
It's okay.
I mean, the uncaring universe doesn't care, so
Yeah.
it'll let us go first before it crushes us.
There we go.
You have to be able to build hope up before you can step on it.
So, speaking of which, Jeremy,
Yeah.
there is below you a half-naked man, bare chest, very well built, like ripped, very well defined,
Okay.
wearing a severed moose head,
Uh-huh.
riding a Segway you previously saw a mall cop riding, up the down escalator towards you.
So it's like, or is it like gliding along?
But it's going.
Yep. Nope.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 7.
All right, so you dash 7 yards.
Yep.
In
Let's
what
go,
direction?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There's behind you, where the furniture display was. There's to your left, where there's an up escalator going back to the 4th floor. And there's to your right, where there is a door in the wall that seems like it might go to like a behind-the-scenes place, very similar looking to the door that said "Get your drugs here."
Sorry, say that one more time. Something got my attention for a sec.
There is there are 3 different directions you can go.
Okay.
Behind you, back into the furniture exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
To your left, which has an escalator going up to the 4th floor, or to the right, which has a door on the wall that looks very similar to the door that said "Get your drugs here."
I am going to. Those are all bad choices.
You can also always go forward towards the guy on the escalator.
That's an even worse choice.
The guy on the escalator has no shirt on. Does he have an obvious weapon, or is he just riding a Segway?
Make me a spot hidden roll, Jeremy.
Okay.
He doesn't have a weapon that you can see. His hands are covered in blood, though.
Yeah, nope. You don't go towards the serial killer who kills things with his bare hands, wearing the moose head. I am going to go back and through the door, or at least open the door.
Run to the door.
Yes.
You run to the door. You grab the handle, jiggle it. It's locked.
Furniture aisle it is.
So that was your movement to get over there. Door to interact.
Wait.
7 yards.
Are we on the same floor as the sporting goods store was?
That's up 1 floor.
Crazy man isn't in the sporting goods store. Let's go get armed.
Right. So that's your turn.
Yep.
Holly.
Okay. Sorry, what did Jeremy just do?
So Jeremy dashed to the right over to the door that was by the wall, tried the door handle, found out it was locked, turned back over his shoulder and yelled, "Let's go upstairs to the sporting goods store," basically.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna start heading upstairs.
All right, so you dash to the escalator going up. You can get to the escalator this round, and you can stand on it, and it'll start going up slowly. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
All right. William.
I will do the same thing. We can also theoretically run up the escalator.
Yes.
Dan,
So
on your next turn.
my speed is 8.
Oh yeah, what's your speed, Holly?
Where's speed?
In the combat tab, it'll be to the right of dexterity, dodge, build, damage bonus, and then movement rate.
Oh, 9.
9? Okay, you're actually a little bit further up the escalator.
Okay.
Than where Liam ended up. Now, the Uncaring Universe's turn. You just hear the sound of this Segway bouncing up the escalator as it gets to the top in relatively swift fashion, considering that he's trying to drive a two-wheeled object up an escalator that's going down. He spends his entire turn getting to the top of the escalator because the escalator, is reducing his speed going up. But he does end the turn stopping the Segway at the top of the escalator and turning the moose head towards Jeremy. Jeremy, it's your turn.
Up that escalator like nobody's business.
You just run. So you use your movement to get back halfway towards the escalator.
Yep.
And then action to move again.
Yep.
Just-
I mean, as far up as I can go. I'm not like shoving William or Holly like off the escalator to get up.
Yeah, so you just fucking bolt and get over to the bottom of the escalator. Holly, if you do nothing on this turn, the escalator will get you halfway up.
Then I'm good. I'm just letting it take me up.
You're just gonna let it take you up. All right.
You're not going to run up the escalator with any sense of urgency.
I'm gonna let it take me up. I don't know what's gonna be up there when I get up there.
Fair. So Holly just lets the escalator take her up. William?
I will walk up the escalator.
All right, you walk up. You can catch up to Holly if you just walk up. If you run up, you could pass her.
I will walk up the escalator at the moment.
All right, so you walk up and catch up to Holly. Uncaring Universe's turn. The Segway followed Jeremy as he ran past, like it just pivoted. One wheel spinning this way, the other wheel spinning that way. Almost like an automated turret in a video game, just going tink.
Sure did.
And he stands there looking at you through the dead moose head. And revs the Segway.
Nope.
Vroom, vroom.
Segways don't make that noise.
This one does. Revs the Segway, hits the brake. You can just hear the brake and the tires spinning out of control. That's its turn. Make a sanity check.
Segways don't do burnouts.
All three of you make a sanity check.
Success.
You're all going down with me.
Jeremy, roll me a D8. Two. This you have a distinct vision of the near future involving this man charging into you at top speed on a Segway that goes way faster than a Segway should, with those moose horns first. Your sanity drops by 2.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
I am moving past.
Bam! You just run up the escalator. You get to the
Yep.
top. There is nobody up here.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever's up front, because
Because you don't want to be behind. Yeah, you get up to the top of the escalator. There's nobody in the immediate area on the escalator, sort of up the escalator path. You do see the sporting goods store. It is, it's about 5 stores down. So,
big is the trail of blood coming out of it.
you don't see any blood coming out of it.
Maybe he just took this Segway. That's too much to ask for. But, yep.
There's no
Pretty sure
blood
that
coming
was
out of
my
it.
turn.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 5 stores down. You figure if you run, like book it every turn, you probably get there in 3 turns.
Sounds good.
Holly.
Am I at the top yet?
If you do nothing this turn, you'll get to the top without any action.
What if I walk up?
If you walk up, you'll get there now.
And then I will walk up.
All right. You walk up, catch up to Jeremy. You also see 5 stores down. There's the hunting supply store.
Is that where we're going?
It's the only thing I can, unless you've got a better idea. I mean,
The thing isn't in there anymore, right?
No, he's down there.
Okay.
I turn around to make sure he's
I mean,
still down
is
there.
that the only one?
Seems like you're still down there.
'Cause
You've
there
seen
would be
another man with a
one.
moose head.
I don't know. There could be more.
Check your navigator.
Because it's gonna tell me where men with moose heads
Oh,
are.
I thought you meant is there another sporting goods store?
No, I mean, is there another psychopath in a severed moose's head?
That looks like it looks like the same one to me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there might be another one, but that's definitely the one we saw walking in, and that's definitely the mall cop Segway.
Do you check the navigator, Holly?
Sure.
Please tell me it says how many there are other moosehead people.
You just sort of instinctively check the navigator. And there is a red dot behind you, right where that moosehead guy is.
Are there any other red dots on here?
Zoom out. There's a lot of red dots. Not all near you, but sort of scattered around the mall. There are many red dots.
So our friendly navigator has shown me where all of the points of threat are.
They're all marked event.
And
Are
they're
you-
all events.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. Hold up my arm.
Is there an event in the sporting goods store section? It's all one store.
Not at the moment.
Sporting goods is okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right. You're both at the top of the stairs. Holly, you use your action to check your nav. William.
I catch up to the other two and make my way towards the sporting goods store.
Yep. There's the screech of tires. And the sound of meat hitting meat. There's a... Jeremy, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm not seeing what meat hit meat. I'm just going.
All right. You're booking it. Holly.
Booking it.
All right, booking it. William.
Also booking it.
You hear no sound behind you. Jeremy.
All right, I will take a moment and look around, look behind.
Not see the Moosehead Man.
Holly, check the map.
I checked the map.
The event is gone.
It's gone.
Still sporting goods store.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, you run.
Unless a red light or unless there's an event that starts up there.
You do notice that there, Holly, that there is like a, as you're looking at the nav, you sort of rotate your arm a little bit, and there is like a, there's like a, it looks kind of like an exclamation mark in a red circle, and it's got a progress bar that's sort of loading around it. It's not like associated with anything on the map. It's like a separate part of the UI of the HUD.
There's something else here. There's like a little exclamation point with like a loading bar.
Time till the next event, probably, so let's not wait.
Quest unlock.
Bad thing happening.
Yeah.
You
All
take
right.
off. The three of you, we're not still holding initiative, but it's not relevant at the moment. The three of you blaze into this sporting goods store, rock up inside, and there are people shopping. You know, wandering around, grabbing. You know, this person's grabbing a baseball bat and you know, a cage like sort of like a catcher's mask. You know, they're putting it on they're walking over to a counter, putting it down, their card, beep beep. You know, hi, thank you, have a nice day. Employee on the other side, black slacks, black shoes, off blue shirt, checking them out, taking money, bagging their things.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the employees. What's the big event? Hi.
I was looking at you.
What's
Hi.
the event?
Which event? We have many going on at multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Is there a particular event that you have in mind?
The one that's signified by the big exclamation mark.
Oh, you have an app.
Not. Yes.
The UI on the Nav app has a timer that's synchronized with the various computers that run all of our automated services here in the Macroplex, and it includes with it a handy countdown timer to the next special event that'll be launching.
What is the next special event that's going to launch?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm not part of the event planning program, so you know we'll have to just wait and see. It'll be a surprise for me too.
So interesting. Okay, cool. I saw a bunch of dots that were like moving around.
Yeah, there are several events that just sort of roam about. We like to think of them as sort of spontaneous entertainment.
Right. Is there any reason that they would I don't know how to ask this sanely. Is there any reason that would correspond with a guy wearing a moose head?
Oh, it could be one of our various sort of cosplay competitions or any
It's
number
not
of costume
cosplay.
contests.
It's not a well, depends on your definition of costume, but right. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Around, look at you two. Gets shrug.
Cool. I'm going to see if there's a handgun on sale.
You go to try to buy a handgun.
Yeah.
They ask you for a carry permit, for a gun permit.
Isn't North Carolina an open carry state? You just need to pass a background check for a purchase.
In this particular case, you need a permit to carry. You can get
well,
you can
never
get an
mind.
open carry permit, but you have to get a permit.
Never mind then. Because I do not personally have one, so I wouldn't have one.
Well, if you're still looking to arm yourself with a interesting variety of ranged weaponry, we do have alternatives. You say, gesturing towards a rack of slingshots and boomerangs.
Good for right now.
Archery,
Archer section at the back.
Oh, yes.
perfect. I am shit at archery, but maybe one of you guys are
I'm good at archery.
awesome. I'm buying go and grab a baseball bat. Best thing I can think of.
Uh,
Unless something
Grab us.
we're sporting goods, so fuck. Axe.
Yeah, you can next.
I will grab a slingshot if nothing else.
You can get a slingshot.
It's the closest thing to a handgun.
Yeah. I mean, there's a crossbow too, but
If I can get that, I will. Yeah.
that's more like a rifle though than a handgun.
Like a hand. Do they have like a hand crossbow?
No. Those only exist in D&D, the person says.
You actually can. You actually can get those. They're not great, but they exist.
That's not what this guy says. All right, so you spend some money. You outfit yourselves. Jeremy, you get a like a woodsman's axe.
Yep.
Holly, you get a bow and some arrows. We'll say you're able to get about 10 target arrows. Which is to say they're target arrows, not hunting arrows. So they only have like the little ball tip, the little like steel tip rather than or foam
Which
tip.
will still punch through somebody if you hit them with it. But
Yeah. And Liam, you can get a slingshot, and you can get about 40 rocks for it.
Sure.
All this information, I'm sure you can find somewhere in the book, or equivalencies. And are you getting anything else while you're in the sporting goods store? As Holly, you see that event timer getting closer to firing.
We need to go, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Thanks for shopping. Have a nice.
He freezes there.
He's gone. You turn and look. There's nobody in the store anymore. Everyone make a sanity roll. As Holly, you notice the event's firing.
Hard success.
Success. Oh, Jeremy.
Like it's not my fault I rolled a shitty power.
You're the one that sees it, Jeremy. The other two are so like, where the fuck did everyone go? And you watch as a man with a moose on his head, holding what definitely looks like a broken Segway in one hand, like he's going to use it like a weapon, steps around one of the sporting goods shelves into view. And we're back into view.
Oh, okay. As I said, into you.
No, into
I
view.
heard that too.
Now we're back in the initiative order. Well, William and Holly are sort of looking at the counter, wondering where the fuck the clerk went. Jeremy, you're wondering what the fuck he's doing right there. It's your turn.
Just to make sure, there is nobody I like just on the other side if I swing that I'm
No.
aware of currently,
No.
right? All right, motherfucker. I did not yet put on wood axe. This is going to go delightfully considering that I did not. 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 1d2. 1d8 plus 2 plus db. 2 plus.
You may not have a DB. DB is damage bonus.
Oh,
It's entirely possible for DB to be 0 or
I'll
less.
Just leave that I will just leave that as 1d8 plus 2 then.
There is unfortunately no such thing as a slingshot in the expressed weapons and stuff in the
What page is it?
armory is on page weapon list is 401.
It's gonna go delightfully. Wee.
That's a failure.
That was a failure.
It uses the same stats as the war boomerang, William.
And just I would have been like swinging down
Actually, so-
just
oh,
in
yeah.
case, because shit's crazy in here at this point, and I am not putting this past like some kind of weird, like hallucinogenic gas
Yeah, no, fair.
being broadcast in here. So if there's nothing there, I don't want to kill some random person.
Yeah, no. War boomerang, William.
So it uses my throw skill.
War boomerang, but using the using firearms.
Cool. Would it qualify with my handgun skill?
No, would not be a hand.
Cool. Because, well, handgun. The problem is all firearms have separate skills.
It would be
The only one I actually have any skill in is handgun.
not really. It's not really the same skill as using a handgun because you're both hands. I would say it would be like firearm bow. Probably what it would fall under. Yeah.
Oh, they would be better at using this thing than I would be then.
Yep.
And
I mean, you still
that
have
makes
it.
it useless to me.
I mean, Jeremy just swung an axe. Jeremy, you swing that axe and just bam into one of the shelves right in front of them, just knocking over a bunch of crap.
Gone.
Nope, still
Dude,
there.
Still there.
Still there. He's just sort of like he looks down at the axe, looks up at you,
Fuck.
Holly.
So I have not been able to find. I want to use the bow and arrow, but I haven't been able to find the.
Page 402,
sounds
top
right.
of the list.
Wait, what page?
Page 402, top of the list.
Right.
Bow and arrows. Skill, firearms, bow, damage 1d6 plus half dB, base range 30 yards. Per round, 1. Bullets in mag, 1. Malfunction on 97.
Okay, what skill is this?
Firearms.
Firearms,
Bow.
I see.
Firearms, bow.
Oh, great.
Which would be like one of the firearms skill that you can modify.
Right. Sorry.
It's all right.
How many? I had 10 arrows.
Yes.
Okay. And to use it, I just press it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm aiming at this guy.
All right. 3 is a failure. You just whip this arrow out and fire it, and it bang into the shelf next to where Jeremy stuck the axe.
Thank goodness it didn't go into Jeremy, so.
Yes.
That would have been if
agreed.
you rolled a 97. All right. William.
Stupid North Carolina suddenly not being an open carry state anymore.
I mean, there's nobody around right now.
Yeah, but if this place decides to do its weird thing where it occasionally goes back to normal, I don't want someone questioning me about why I have a gun on me.
That really what you're worried about most?
Yes, because this place is weird. And these guns aren't loaded, so it would take time to grab one, presumably.
It's okay. Jeremy will tank him.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
What is around here other than just stuff in shelves?
So it's a sporting goods store. There's all manner of like sports equipment, ranging from things you would use for shooting bow and arrows, various other combat sports, gear, clothing, punching bags, gloves, boxing gloves, clothes, tents, propane and propane accessories, lamps, flammable things. Ever been to a Dick's Sporting Goods?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, but bigger.
What is the Moose Man standing near?
Jeremy. And a shelf full of like baseball gloves.
Is it possible to push said shelf over?
Yeah. Is that what you want to try?
Would pushing said shelf over make it fall on Jeremy as well?
No. Jeremy's not on the right side of it. I mean, unless you went around the other side and decided to join the other guy's team and push the shelf onto Jeremy, which you could also do if you so wanted.
I support this.
No, I would like to try and push the shelf over onto Moose Man.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Hard success.
22, yeah. You run over and just sort of shoulder into that shelf and just and just sort of it immediately hits onto the Moose Man. And he just sort of he doesn't fall underneath it, but he has to occupy himself with the shelf at the moment.
Cool, we're leaving. And I'm going to start leaving.
Yep.
All right, it's his turn. He's currently occupied with the shelf. He's going to make a strength check to see if he can get it off him and put it back up. We'll not whisper. Yeah, he sort of catches the shelf and just with a little bit of flexing, you see this very, very taut bod just sort of push the shelf back up and set it straight. But he spends his action doing that. Jeremy.
Right. Okay. Yep. Out of here.
Tink. You head to the door. You definitely get past the door. You're back out into the open hallway. To the left, it goes back to the escalator you just came up. To the right, it goes to another escalator you had come up previously. And there are a few more stores in this hallway as well.
Down.
You don't see an escalator going down yet.
Wasn't that the escalator that we just did? You say that was the one?
It was going
we
up.
Came from?
I mean, you could go down the up escalator if you wanted.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, you start heading towards that up escalator. All right, Holly.
Where is this thing?
In front of you. Just
Is
put
it down or getting
No,
up?
just put a shelf up. It's about to start walking.
I have made note that we should be leaving and have been leaving.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start backing out, but as I'm doing that, I'm gonna try to take another shot at it.
All right.
It's not gonna end well.
Would you like to spend
You
luck
spend
points
your
to make that a
luck.
success?
I would.
All right. So you spend 9 of your luck points. Ting. What does that set your luck to now?
39.
39. Okay. Spend 9 of your luck points, and you pull back and draw, and you're about to let go, but you realize he's about to move, so you shift a little bit and let go, and this target arrow tink into his shoulder, dealing 3 damage to him. Anything else?
Backing out
All right.
as
you-
quickly as possible.
He sort of looks down at the air, his shoulder, back up at you.
I did it!
Moose head staring. William.
Yeah, so I'm going to pull Holly with me if I need to, and we're leaving.
All right.
Following Jeremy.
So you both exit and begin to follow Jeremy. This turn. Holly's not going to be able to get. You and Holly aren't going to be able to get as far as Jeremy has gotten because you were pulling Holly and Holly stopped and shot. So, his turn. What's his move? Oh, his movement speed's 8. There is a. Yeah. So he just sort of walks up. He does the horror movie horror movie serial killer walk, where he sort of like saunters, but is really fast about it, and is just right behind you and Holly as you exit and start to follow after Jeremy. Jeremy, you look over your shoulder and you see this very large, very well built figure with a moose on his head, holding a broken Segway in one hand, just go for the swing.
At whom?
It's going for the swing at Holly, the one that put an arrow in it. But misses.
Thank goodness.
So he just, boom! Holly, you and William just duck, hit the ground as this Segway flies over your head in this one massive. Jeremy.
Is there anything like on the ground, like anything loose that I can throw to?
Make a luck check.
So what you're saying is no. Oh,
For the 20. There is a yes. You're just you're passing by a rack of it's like a rack of
grenades.
no, it's like a weight rack with like different sizes and categories of like weights on it. And also, it's like there's for some reason maybe it was like a promotional thing. There's also like right next to it like a stack of baseballs.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a miss, but I will certainly try to draw dude's attention. What's that gonna be?
It'd be a throw, yeah.
I don't even have enough luck points to make that work.
So you run over, grab a baseball, and go, Frah! And like 3 feet ahead of you, it goes.
Why you gotta come at me like that?
Because you rolled a 68.
That was 100% what would happen. I will shout out, try to draw attention.
Right. Make either an intimidate check
Nope.
or a fast talk check.
Not persuade.
Yeah, it can be persuade.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, one of those is at a 15, one of those is at a 20, one of those is at a 60.
Yeah, it could be a persuade. Okay. You make a persuasive series of epithets at him relative to the status of his virginal moose mother.
Sure.
All right. Holly.
Okay, William's pulling me out
Right now, the two of you hit the
as
deck.
we decked. Yeah. Okay. Grabbing him, trying to still move with him and exit.
All right. If you move with him, you will be moving at half speed.
Okay. I'm not leaving him.
All right. So you grab William and wrestle yourselves to your feet and start moving ahead. You're still real close. William?
At a certain point, we're helping each other move forward. I feel at that point, like
It's really hard to run scrambling in fear while holding on to someone else. There's a reason why someone always gets let go in the movies.
how far are we from the escalator?
You're not quite to where Jeremy's at yet, so still a ways.
I will continue to push her to get ahead of me.
All right. So I need all three of you to make dodge rolls. As the moose figure rears back with that Segway and just launches it. And the Segway, just like a boomerang, flies forward towards you.
You only need 3 luck to succeed that, Holly.
I'm really glad we're right at the top of an escalator at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not going to suck at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 luck on that.
All right, so William and Holly managed to dodge out of the way. Fortunately, his aim is a little bit off, and the Segway smashes through the display of baseballs and weights right next to you, Jeremy, and just sends all of it flying into the far wall. The Segway sparking and definitely broken at this point.
Yep, let's go.
Jeremy.
We're all in about the same place, so I feel like running is the smart move.
Pretty much. Booking.
Again, we're on 3rd floor?
4th floor.
4th floor. All right.
Yeah, you book it over to the escalator.
Yep.
To the escalator. It's starting to go down. Holly.
Is the thing still chasing after us?
It's sort of standing where it was a minute ago, yeah. He just threw the Segway.
Okay, still moving,
All right, moving
heading
on.
for the escalator.
You're moving. Are you letting go of William and running, or are you still carrying? Are you still trying to pull William?
I'm still pulling William.
All right.
Let go of me and run. You'll move faster, and so will I.
All right, I'll let go of him in that.
All right. You start running, William.
I will also run.
You start running. The moose head tilts their moose head at you as you run. Jeremy. Down the escalator. Holly. Down the escalator. William.
Down the escalator.
Down the escalator. The three of you hit the bottom of the escalator, and Holly, your nav goes off. Beep, 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 beep.
Look at it.
You look at it, that it just says, event cleared. And you look back up, and there's a crowd of people in front of you waiting to get on the escalator and looking at all the three of you like you're really rude blocking the escalator for them.
Move past them.
Holly, you get out of the way. Jeremy, William.
Yep, going to the down escalator that's across the way.
Yep.
You get through the crowd. They all continue up the escalator. You get to the other escalator. It begins to go down.
What's the timer on the next event, Holly?
Look.
Begin to fill up. There's no like number on it. You just a progress bar.
How far is the progress bar?
It just started.
The loading thing just started on it. We have a little bit of time.
Let's get as far down as we can
Agreed.
before something tries to stop us from going downstairs.
All right. So,
While we're walking, I am going to open up that carton that I just bought.
Walk past a sign that says "No smoking in the mall,"
I
please.
don't get. In fact, no. I hope I get kicked out of the mall.
All right. So, as you begin to walk and trying to find another set of escalators to going down you're now on the third floor. And you do see that there is another one of those navigation kiosks off to one side.
You know what? I think the $5 is worth it. I'm sure now all of a sudden it's like, no, it's $400 and your soul.
No, it's still
But-
$5.
Okay. Yep.
And your soul.
$5.
And your soul, of course.
Slide the card. Beep beep beep. Ting. Little Fitbit drops out.
Right.
Grab it, put it on.
I'm sure this is gonna bite us in the ass somehow, but yep.
There you go. You buy the Fitbit, you put it on. Now you have a nav on. So long as you have it equipped, your navigation becomes 50.
Sweet.
William, you gonna buy one?
I
already did.
just for the event.
No, you bought one for Holly. You gonna buy a second
Yeah.
one?
Not at this time.
All right. So with only 2 nabs, not 3. So you pull it up. Jeremy, you can now see the event timer too.
Okay.
And it is about to fire.
Fuck me. All right. Flick it like over the fucking railing. I don't care if it hits somebody down below at this point.
Oh yeah, you take a drag and you flick it. And as the cigarette flips end over end through the air, it gets caught by 2 elongated fingers.
Nope.
As a deep voice goes, "Welcome to the Macroplex. Can I help you?"
Nope.
And you follow the fingers. There's this distended, gray-skinned hand with too many fingers and too long fingernails, holding the cigarette by the butt, having caught it out of the air. About at the elbow, you see an off-blue sleeve, short sleeve, covering this large, grotesque, quadrupedal entity that has sort of quadrupedal is not quite the right word. That has two limbs dangling out of this one large blue sleeve on the left-hand side, two limbs dangling out of another large blue sleeve on the right-hand side. A emaciated form with the off blue shirt tucked into the black slacks and black work shoes, which remain two-legged. And weirdly normal. It's almost as if from the waist up, it's a monstrosity, and from the waist down, it's a human. And with this large, bulbous, egg-like head with a few wispy bits of white hair coming off of it, sticking out of the neck of the shirt. All of you make a sanity check as you look at this customer service representative.
That is finally a failure.
Right on the nose.
All right. William, roll me a d10.
10.
Cool. You lose 10 points of sanity.
Ow.
Holly and Jeremy, you lose 2 points of sanity. As the three of you stare in grotesque awe at this thing that turns its faceless head to look at you, and you hear that deep rumbling. Welcome to the Macroplex. May I assist you?
Out. I mean, out.
Is that to you, or is that to the group of you, or to it?
Yes. That is a suggestion that we leave and a question. Where is out?
All right. Let's roll a new initiative because this is a new event.
You don't roll initiative, you just determine it.
Is initiative just your oh, okay.
It's
not
just
actually
your
roll,
dex
it's
score.
score. Cool. Let's put you guys back in there then.
Wait.
Is it just your dex
If
score?
it's
I don't think
just
that's
the dex score. Why did I? Why
don't
do
think
I
it's-
have a 65, but I rolled a 55?
Like, hang on. Where's the... Yeah, my initiative is 55.
Oh, no. You're right.
Did I have a 65?
Yeah, you had a
before?
65.
Oh, I thought it was a 55 before.
No, me and Holly both have 55, and you have 65.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled that.
Never mind then. Let's do it like this. Boom. So, 5. 55. This one, a little bit faster. Sorry, I have to find stats. Where are you, thing? You really weird, bad. There we go. There it is. All right, Jeremy, you're first.
What does creepy fucker? What does No Face look like? They're about to do. They look hostile. Do they look?
Give me a Either
Cthulhu?
psychology or psychoanalysis roll.
Psychology it is. No idea.
This thing doesn't have anything that you would normally refer to as human features, so you have no idea what it's about to do.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. Okay then. I am going to round. Is there a clear way down from where we are?
So it's sort of standing at the escalator that you were going to take down to the third level or to the second level. You can continue on this way back towards where that drugs sign was, or you can duck into there is like it's a clothing store, but it's one of those clothing stores that has an entrance on both sides. Like if you go in this way, there's another exit on the other side too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like on the corner of something
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's standing at the. So he's standing at the basically in front of the escalator.
Yeah.
Typically, to the side of most escalators, like either side of the escalator, there has to be a railing because.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's a rail. You could also just jump over the rail if you wanted, though these floors aren't very far apart.
Aren't.
Are.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna jump over. I was gonna try and push him over.
Oh, you're going to try to push him over? Yeah, you can do that. You can try.
I'll give it a shot.
Strength check.
Slightly better than just a brawl check.
Extreme success.
You just
barrel into him. Shoulder first.
Yeah, you get that sort of like burst of inspiration that you get when you're under really extreme duress. You run up, shoulder check him into the gut, and kick an ankle, figuring that teeny tiny human legs, probably top heavy, and hell yeah, definitely is. You sort of shoulder check and kick the ankle, and this thing just tumbles backwards into the escalator, which is going, which you thought was a down escalator, but it suddenly as it hits it, the escalator starts going up as he starts falling down. So this creature is just sort of like boom, 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 just like eternally falling down an up escalator at the moment.
Is it that comedy routine or just the bounce, bounce, bounce?
Exactly, yeah.
To be fair, is it bouncing as much as it is crunching and spurting and shit?
It doesn't seem to be taking any damage from this. It seems very, very spongy.
That's disappointing.
It's almost like customer service associates are used to taking a lot of abuse.
I mean, fair enough. All right, that's pretty much my turn.
All
I
right.
assume.
Its turn. Doom, 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 doom. Eventually, one of this large, gangly hands that has too many fingers reaches up and just grabs the railing of the escalator, and you hear the escalator suddenly start to strain as the other hand gets up and grabs the other rail, and there's just a as the escalator stops moving. And the customer service associate stands up.
Well, that's not good.
William.
Are there other potential ways down visible?
Not immediately.
What are the directions we can go?
You can go down the platform towards where you saw the get your drugs here door, or you can go into a clothing store that has another exit just on the other side.
And this is the third floor?
Yes.
The drugs here door was locked.
No. The door that looked like the drugs here door was locked. You didn't try the drugs here door.
Okay. Pass through the clothing store. Those nav things wouldn't happen to have like indicators of how long this event is lasting, would they?
No.
I say as I start to walk through the.
And you don't have a nav. And you don't have a nav device on you, anyways.
No, I asked that out loud to the other two.
You head into the clothes store. Are you gonna try to like hide in the clothes racks or anything like that?
I am mostly just trying to make my way across the store
Okay.
to the other side of it.
All right. Holly.
Don't hide in the clothes racks. Nobody who has ever hidden in a clothes rack has lived.
Oh,
Ever.
I'm just trying to pass through.
Where is this thing?
Standing on the escalator that it just stopped.
I'm gonna try to shoot it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Fail.
Come on.
Follow after William.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Yep.
following after them.
Yep. Before.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, you run. The customer service associate climbs back up to the floor that you're currently on, straightens himself out suddenly, and you sort of realize that it was sort of crouching forward earlier when it caught the cigarette, because as it stands up to its full height, it's definitely a good 12 feet tall, but like, 9 of it is torso. As it sort of stands up, straightens out its off blue shirt. 2 arms reach back and sort of adjust something on the escalator, and it starts to go again as the other 2 arms reach forward and pick up, reach forward and looks like they're picking something up off of the ground. There wasn't anything there earlier, but now it's holding a mop and bucket. Clean up on aisle 5. You hear the voice echo. William.
I keep moving through to the other side of the clothing store.
All right, you dodge through some clothing racks. You get to the other side. You're now out the other side of the clothing store. There is a Starbucks on your right. There is a cookie store on your left. There is an arcade dead ahead, and you don't see any sign of an escalator going down yet. There's more like path to go though if you want.
I continue down the path.
Down the path, ignoring the Starbucks, arcade, and cookie store. Holly. You get to the other side.
Following William.
Right, following William. Jeremy.
Yep. I'm following. I am keeping an eye on this customer service
Yep.
dude.
As the 3 of you are heading down the hallway, you don't see the customer service guy behind you. But then one of these side passage doors that are in the walls opens up, and that customer service individual steps out of it right in front of you, William.
Hi.
Hello. And they're going to try to hit you with the mop. This one has a worse fighting skill.
He liked that.
Good.
So yeah, the mop swings, and it's just underneath it. All right, William.
Excuse us, let us not be in your way while you're just doing your job. I'm going to try not to be in your passage, and I'm going to just try and get past it.
Give me a fast talk.
Can I make it charm?
Yeah, you can make a charm. The mop hits the ground. They begin mopping up.
I try and get past them
Hey,
and
you get
try and
around.
find a way down.
You get around them. Holly.
Be nice to your customer service reps, I say as I walk past.
I'm still following William.
All right, you gonna do anything to the customer service rep?
I am gonna let him be.
All right, Jeremy.
I'm not going to attack. I'm going to move by. As I'm moving by, I will ask. Because hopefully he won't try to murder anybody who just asks. Do you know where the exit is?
Mopping with all forearms. The exits can be located on the floor.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, keep going.
Pass. And you're all out of initiative. As the two navs that you have on you go, event cleared. And you suddenly see the people again.
Cool, we've got not a lot of time before the next one goes off, so let's find stairs down.
Yep.
You find stairs going down. Eventually, you get to an escalator. It goes down to the second floor. And you find yourselves back in the food court.
Cool. Let's go southward and find the escalator down to the first floor.
Uh-huh.
At this point, you do see a crowd of people wandering towards the food court. All of them dressed in white linen outfits with flower crowns and very Aryan features.
Nope, 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 nope.
I've never seen this movie, but I don't like it.
There is, yeah, I don't think you have to. There is literally, you could have never seen a movie in your life, and there is no way this turns out good.
How much of the area
The
do they cover?
They are sort of like swarming up up from the first floor up directly into the food court, taking the escalators that you guys missed on your first pass through. So it's kind of like the entire south exit area blocked off at the moment.
Is there a way around them?
You can go north. There's escalators that go down to the north as well.
Yeah, let's take those and we can just start going south.
Yeah.
After we get down.
Yeah.
You get over to the escalators.
Like, even if they're not weird.
Even if they're not a psychopathic cult, just get out of the way of the crowd.
Well, no, I was going to say, even if they're not like what we've encountered so far, they are definitely evil.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you head over to the escalators. At which point you hear the alarm for an event goes off on your navs.
God.
And you just hear the sound of an engine rev.
No.
Vroom, vroom,
What?
vroom. You look towards the sound.
Uh-huh.
You turn and look, and you see the most souped up shopping cart you've ever seen.
No.
It's got a roll cage on the front, covered in spikes. The wheels are massive, with additional spikes coming out the hubcaps that it has.
Does it have kneecappers?
It's got, on the, cart handle section, there is a flamethrower that is currently actively shooting fire, and on the other hand, it's got one of those clown horns that go, and
I think, William, I think you underestimate how seriously people take supermarket sweep.
and on the back of it, feet up on what seems to be somebody took an exercise bike and stapled it to the back of a shopping cart, is what has to be 120-year-old lady. Just all wrinkles and bone and no other flesh. With a big blue hairdo. Clutched to it, and in the shopping cart, piled high with expensive electronics. These are for my grandchildren, motherfuckers.
I am
Oh,
sure they are. I have no interest in getting in the way of your shopping.
fuck this.
And as the Nitro Granny begins to prepare, that's where we're going to end for this week.
Holy shit.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.